Hey folks, it's Admiral Revan here, and we are now recording live information and a session for 10.0. So 10.0 is now live on the North American server as of literally right now, not too long ago. So we're in the middle of looking through it right now as we speak. So there has been a few people talking about. We're just actually going to have a bit of an informal session about this whole thing. So I just want to talk offline based with everyone here about this whole thing. So this is all about commander skills, okay, and everything that's happening. So this is actually pretty full on. It's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be awesome. At the end of the day, you're gonna enjoy it very, very much. So, in a nutshell, I mean, like the commander skill, the new layout is basically a lunar year event. Okay, so basically, as you know, this is a lunar year event. Everything's gonna be all in celebration for the Chinese New Year. So it's actually gonna be pretty decent all around. Everyone's gonna love it, enjoy it. That's the main thing, right? So, with that being said, I am in the middle of looking through what is yet to come in this whole new changes. So here we are. Looks like the portrait has changed, has been updated. Anything you had to do with mod station or anything Aslan mods, it'll be updated in the next couple of days. So don't panic, folks. You'll get your things back to normal. However, right now, it looks like that your captains, the way it has been spec'd, has already been spec'd in a specific way. You can redistribute it for free doubloons and free commander XP, which is very nice. That is very handy to know. With that being said, I mean, like, there's a lot of undistributed skill points available, so that's actually pretty good to know. If you click on all skills, you can actually see the opportunity to actually spec your commander and spec it in your own way. The only way for this to happen is that you need to have this commander in a certain warship already. Now, for example, there's actually something interesting and good to know here, that you actually can look at the previous ships that it was trained for, and actually what the commander has been, previously trained for, and now has been assigned to. So that's actually pretty handy and good to know. Each of these abilities is really different. You have to read through all the skill points really carefully and understand what you're dealing with. I will admit, I mean, like, everything that I'm seeing here is a bit gobbledygook for now, but I will say that, this is a good opportunity for you to just sit back, relax, unwind, get into the swing of things, and understand the command skill points. So this is actually pretty much a bit of a big difference between what you see now than what you had before. So definitely go through it. You can actually send commanders to reserve, change commanders, and you actually, when you click on change commanders, check this out. With the change commander functionality, you can actually go through your previous commanders and see what they are like and actually get them all trained up. Now, I don't have a 19 point or 21 point commander, but you can recruit one, and unfortunately it's not cheap, so it's good for in-game credits though, if you have plenty of that. I thought that would be a good idea, but I noticed that change portrait. Huh. Okay, good to know. You can change the look of the commanders. Yeah. Change the name too? Oh. not really that great. Not as I thought, but you know, like I had, because like it limits, you know, for what you want. It's nice to have the name change and all those features, but the reason it's not that great is because that if you want a player to name a commander like Captain, like John Doe, instead of John Doe, you can name it Steven Seagal or some for the commanders that you had in the past, or yourself, you know, name it as yourself on there, which is pretty handy. But you know, like I respect wargaming for what they're doing, but you know, this is really pretty much don't know, just don't know. Overall, I think the commander is nice. Um, the lunar objectives look pretty decent and straightforward. The containers are there. Ranked is still there. You get the camo as well. I will check one thing. See if the warships are still available. Oh yeah, it looks pretty decent. See, like the lunar containers tell you what they can give you. Also, oh yeah, pair of camouflages and one of the Pan Asian ships, which probably you know like you won't might not get straight away, but you know it's nice to have. So what I was looking at, ships, yeah, exactly. So if you got the ships you're looking for now, I think the ships that you're trying to get are still available. But yeah, I just think that it's gonna be good. It looks alright. So let me just redistribute one and see how it works. Okay, so oh yeah, got this all done. You can actually set up the way you want it. What the hell? Okay. Okay. Alright, so this is a bit of a learning curve. You master it and there you go. Don't know. It's hard to say. I wonder what would happen to... Oh yeah, Otto's fire is still fine. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. This is weird. Yeah, I just think this is really different. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a bit of a new thing to get used to. So that's the new commander skill lookout. I will show the old one so that you're familiar with it. So let's jump into a familiar account.
So if Ankan doesn't need to be worried, I think I need to be worried. Your Smolensk, it's been nerfed so it's only got 17-kilometer range instead of...
Yeah, okay. Well, since that we just eliminated that issue. Um, this is my original account on Asia server. Okay. So as you can see, version 9 was very good. Version 9 was a very good patch. Everything that I had on it was actually pretty damn decent overall. So overall, let's just go through the basics and just have a quick look. So as you know, you go through your commanders. This is the old lookout. Like you have list of commanders. You actually can scroll down and check from your reserve and other ships. And that looks pretty nice. Very honestly, it was very nice. And I don't think in the new look it doesn't really resemble that yet. But I mean, give it a chance. I'll give it a chance for Wargaming to make it better. Because I will admit, I will miss this a lot. I'm gonna miss the new layout of, what ships look like, as such. So, for example, this whole design here, I actually like it from start to finish. But yes. So this one here is definitely the previous history of what we deal with, with World of Warships. And I honestly think, yeah, it's gonna be a bit hard to say. Yeah, so this is like, you know, definitely from the past. Um, you know, definitely a blast from the past. But, you know, like, I will admit, I mean, like, you got things like priority target, preventive maintenance and endurance. You got a high alert, and you got your jack of all trades, basic survivability to survivability expert, um, manual fire control and secondary armament, fire prevention, under attack, expert ladder, air supremacy, expert marksman, torpedo acceleration, torpedo armament, expertise, aircraft armor, inertia, views of HE shells, side stabilization, direction center for fighters, improve engine boost, smoke screen expert, improve engines, basic fire training, which we call BFT for short. Also superintendent. Superintendent's actually very nice, you know, for your heals and extra consumables. Advanced fire training, which is very handy as well. Massive AA fire, which is pretty damn decent, you know, if you want to really blast the aircraft out of the sky. Incoming fire is very handy. Last gasp, I should say. Um, adrenaline rush. Last stand. Demolition expert. Vigilance. Radio location.
Commander,
And
received a new message in your
concealment
private terminal.
expert. You know, this is actually pretty damn good, you know, overall. Definitely muting that. But yeah, it's hard to tell. You know, some abilities work for some things, and yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know. You know, like, I'm looking forward to it. You know, overall, I am. I really am looking forward to it. But it really is coming down to, you know, look and feel for the game itself. I mean, like, I'm actually looking forward to it. The Dragon Port is right there. That looks like the old one, but the new one looks a lot better. And it is coming out really soon. So it is coming out pretty soon, folks. I mean, like, if you're wondering about it, it's definitely, you know, this is the old style. Looks pretty decent, you know, overall, you know. Just by looking at it, I think it's you know, pretty damn nice look, layout, everything. So it looks pretty damn decent. The personalization of, you know, here's a good example of what it looks like for Admiral Halsey. Because you can customize the abilities and stuff like that. But, you know, if you're a destroyer player, that's what it looks like for DDs. But, you know, for battleships, cruisers and that, they have a little bit of slight change from it all. So, I don't know. But this is like, you know, pretty much us saying goodbye to the old and embracing the new. I will admit, I was a bit sad to see this change, you know. But I'm not having to go at wargaming for the change they made, because I think it's good overall that they made this change. Yeah. It's just funny. But honestly, these new changes, it's going to be either good or bad. And someone's going to wear it. But hey, look, you know, this is the new look. Here we go. So that's what it looks like right now. It looks a lot better than it was before. Let's go to Commander. So the Commander looks like that. All skills. And then, last but not least, carrier. So pretty much, you pretty much like it or don't like it. Let me show you. Change commander. This is an example of what it looks like. So if you want to recruit a new commander, here is how it works. So you click on recruit, and the opportunity to choose which commander is really there. You know, just by looking at it, it raises eyebrows about the costing, but it's not cheap. So I'm just going through it all, making sure everything's all sorted out. But yeah, the kind of thing is you can dismiss commanders and retrain them. But you know what? Retraining them is not too bad. With the balloons, it's 50, but free retraining is alright. But you know, it's kind of like implying that once you get a commander in that ship, do not lose it. If you want to train that commander or a specific commander for a specific genre, then a different story. But I have to admit, the costing is pretty expensive. Yeah. The good thing is that you can actually change the portrait. Change the name. But yeah, it limits a couple things. But look, overall, I think this 10.0 is going to be good, but give it a chance, folks. We'll see how it pans out. But yeah, remember 10.1. Remember at 10.1, folks, you lose the chance to get the Thunderer, Smiland, Georgia, Alaska, and Massachusetts. You got to get them now before time runs out. You have the less than 3 weeks to 4 weeks from now. You expect them to be gone by the February the 15th at least. That's my estimation, but don't take my word for it 100%. But I will say this much: when 10.1 hits, that's it. You lose your chance again. Because if I told you now that you can still buy the Alaska, Georgia, and Massachusetts outright, which you can online through the World of Warships I'm trying to find it now. Yes. So just by backtracking, go to the premium shop. Go select 29. Get the Georgia, get the Alaska, then quickly get to tier 8 and get the Massachusetts. They are expensive but worthwhile getting. That's ships to own. But look at this, there's a very expensive bundle here, but this will have a lot of the Lunar Year warships in there. But anyways, they are going to be around for a little while. But the American ships I showed you before, they're not going to be around for a while. You may as well make the effort to do it now. So folks, if you want to get that bundle in your hat, now's the time not to muck around. So go get it. Don't waste time, because it's worthwhile getting and you won't regret it. But anyway, the commander skill points, and to reset them and go through each of the talent points, it all have different names, but overall you're gonna love it, you're gonna appreciate it, everything's gonna, it's gonna be pretty alright. It's just that it takes a little while to get used to it. Okay, so don't panic, you'll be fine. And we'll see how things pan out in the next patches yet to come. Alright, folks, I'll leave it there because everything is up in the air. But look, folks, stay safe, take care, definitely. From me to you, have a good one, and until then, I'll see you all on the next stream.